Howland Park. For about 45 minutes, we'll be doing a little mom and baby workout. The first thing I'm going to do is raise our vibrations and just hit the sound bowl for a minute. And then we're going to get started. I'm Pamela Byers. Welcome to my yoga channel, Grassroots Yoga. And please don't forget to click like and subscribe. All right, with that, let's get started. So let's try to raise our vibrations a little bit here. Productive energy for the day. We have a successful, prosperous, healthy, and happy Friday and weekend. Calling in all that energy. And for all the moms and babies, healthy and happy and live in a world of peace. So I hope that practice brings you all of these things today. That this practice brings you that today. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. And we have singers in the background, so live singers. So we're going to go ahead and just get started here, grounding on our mat. I'd like to start with some shoulders, so take an inhale first, and open your mouth up, and just let it all go. Just give yourself permission to take care of yourself for the next 45 minutes, and just allow yourself to show up on the mat. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth and sigh it all out. We're going to go ahead and roll our shoulders. So inhale, bring your shoulders up to your ears, and exhale, roll them down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. We'll do get our neck a little bit energy here, so we're just going to do some neck circles to the right. Go ahead and bring your neck all the way around, your head all the way around. Do that one more time to the right. Come on back around. And then we're going to do that twice to the left. Just getting ready, getting set up here, get started for our mom and baby yoga workout. All right, so we're going to go ahead and come to our knees, our hands and our knees. And we're going to have baby in front of us in the mat, or if you have a pillow or a blanket, you can put it on the top of the mat. We're just going to go ahead and start in child's pose. So bring your big toes to touch and your knees as wide as the mat. And just draw your hips back to your heels and bring your arms out long on the mat. Your forehead can come to the mat, or you can tickle baby and make eye contact with baby. We're going to take about 5 deep breaths here. Inhale. Fill those lungs up. Exhale. Make sure throughout this practice you're making eye contact and talking to baby and touching baby. Inhale. Exhale. Take 3 more breaths like that. Fill up your lungs. And breathe out. Two more breaths. And make sure you're touching baby. And as you exhale, we're going to come up to our hands and knees. Tabletop. Stack your wrists under your shoulders. baby. You can touch baby, talk to baby. On our inhale, we're going to do cow. So drop your belly, lift your chin, and move. Baby, move. As you exhale, we're going to round our spine for cat. Tuck your belly in, chin in, and meow. For baby, meow. Inhale, move, baby, move. Cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, move, baby, move. Exhale, meow. On your next inhale, we're going to come up to tabletop. And we're going to go ahead on our exhale here. We're going to roll over our toes. And we're going to come into our first downward facing dog. So you want your feet hip width distance. And your hands are shoulder width distance. You want to bend your knees and really lift your spine. And you can make sure you're looking at baby, maybe talking to baby. You can talk to baby about what you're doing. See if baby has anything to say. You can alternate your heels out here on the mat. You want to roll your shoulders away from your ears and pull your belly up and in. And just really lengthen that spine. We'll take 5 breaths here. Take an inhale. And you can keep your eye on baby. Or you can look at the back of the mat and just keep yourself close to baby. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Take an inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And one more nice deep breath, moms. Just fill up your lungs all the way. And exhale. We're going to inhale here and come up on our toes. Exhale, we're going to soften our knees. And we're just going to walk up to the top of the mat. You can stay over baby if you want. We're going to go ahead. If you want to go ahead, we're going to come up to a half lift. So bring your hands to your shins and draw your belly up and in. And if you're looking at baby, make eye contact. How are you, baby? Talk to baby. What baby's thinking? Maybe give a little tickle. And then the exhale, we're going to come into a forward fold. We're going to inhale here. We're going to come up to chair pose. So we're going to bring our hands, our biceps to our ears with our hands facing each other. And you want to, as if you're sitting in a chair, so roll your shoulders down your back. We're going to take 10 breaths in chair. So inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. The next inhale, we're going to bring our arms out long in front of us. Stretch your arms out long. 5 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Maybe for the last 4 breaths, see if you can pulse. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Yes, and you can always pick baby up if you need to, or whatever you need to do for baby. Give them a pacifier. Exhale. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale here, we're going to go ahead and come into our forward fold. So just let your head dangle here. And we're going to grab opposite hands to opposite elbows. And let your feet be hip width distance for ragdoll pose. Just go ahead and dangle your head here. Make sure you're making eye contact with baby, or just keeping contact. Maybe talking to baby. Tickle baby. So we're just going to go ahead and and take some breaths here. You can rock up and down or side to side if that feels good. Your hips or your torso, or just dangle. Bring your arms down, and we're going to go ahead and bring our hands behind us and interlace our fingers. We're going to take 5 breaths here. Maybe nod your head up and down and shake side to side. And make sure you're checking on baby, keeping contact with baby. Pull that belly up and in. And as you exhale here, bring your hands down to the mat. And on an inhale, bring hands to shins. Lengthen your spine. Pull that belly up and in. And as you exhale, if you can, if you're not holding baby, bring your hands to the mat. And we're going to go ahead and step back here. And we're just going to come down. So just see if you can't do chaturanga. So you're going to keep your elbows tucked in and come down. If baby's down, then you can come to your knees. And go ahead and come down as far as you can with baby next to you here on the mat. We're going to come into Sphinx pose. So your shoulders and your elbows are in alignment. And just make eye contact and kisses now with baby. Kisses and tickles. And hello, 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 hello. So make sure you're pressing the tops of your feet into the mat. And just try to lift up out of your lower back here. Pull that belly up and in. Hello, darling. You're doing yoga. You're doing yoga with your mommy, huh? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. What a good girl. And on your exhale, we're going to go ahead and we're going to come up to tabletop. So push up to tabletop here, moms. And we're going to do some hip circles here. So go ahead and just go ahead around towards the back with your hips. Just want to get a full range of motion here with your hips. We're going to go to the right 5 times and to the left 5 times. And make sure you're keeping contact with baby. We're going to go ahead around the other way 5 times. So roll those hips in the full range of motion. Moms, you got to take care of yourself. You can't take care of your babies if you're not taking care of them. Nobody else is going to take care of you but yourself. So you got to spend time for yourself here, moms. You got to show up for yourself and care for yourself so you can care for your little ones. When we come back, we're going to go ahead and come into downward dog. So we're going to roll over your toes, moms, with baby close by on the mat here. We're just going to really lengthen our spine here. You can maybe alternate your heels on the mat. Walk out a little bit here. Walk your dog. Okay. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to come into 3-legged dog on the right. So bring that right leg up nice and high. We're going to stay here for about 3 breaths. So inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to go ahead and bring our right foot through here. And we're going to come into a low lunge. So you can bring that left knee down. And your toes can be curved, or you can have your toes on the mat in the back. Tickle baby here, make some eye contact. And if it's okay, up high. And we're really going to stretch here. So make sure your belly is pulled up and in. You always activate your belly in yoga. It's all about the core strength in the spine. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale. Really stretch that left hip flexor. Make sure that that right front knee is at a 90-degree angle. Take an inhale. And exhale here. Tickle baby, tickle baby. This baby needs passy. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to keep that left hip over our left knee. And we're going to bring our right foot out long for half split on the right. We're going to take an inhale here. And we're going to exhale and just reach out a little longer here. You're going to feel this stretch in the back of your right thigh, your hamstring, the back of your right calf. Just take about 5 breaths here. So take an inhale and lengthen. Pull that belly up and in. And as you exhale, just walk your fingers out and see if you can't fold a little bit forward on over that right leg. So take 5 breaths here. Inhale. Lengthen the spine. Pull the crown and the tail away from each other and the belly up and in. Exhale. Inhale. And baby's here. You can tickle baby, talk to baby, make eye contact. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And take 2 more breaths here. So always, if baby needs anything, you stop what you're doing and just come back to wherever we are. You can start wherever we're at. And on your exhale, we're going to go ahead and bend our knee here in the front. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to come up here on our back foot. We're going to come up on our back foot. So hop that foot up a little bit so you have a stable base here. So we're coming up into crescent lunge. If you have the stability and the strength, you can go ahead and pick baby up at this time. We're going to pick baby up, and you can hold baby in your arm. That back foot is at a 60 or a 90-degree angle. Just be very careful, and socks should probably be, barefooted so you can have more grip, but that's okay. So if you can come into your warrior 2 here on the right, so that right front knee is as close to a 90-degree angle as possible. And if you can, bring your arm out long. If you can't, that's okay. So take an inhale. We're going to go ahead and warrior 2 here. We're going to take a few breaths here. We're going to go ahead and straighten our front knee, and we're going to come around with baby to the front. And if you can hold baby with both hands. And we're just going to lean forward here. Just lean forward a little, hinge at the hips, pull that belly up and in, and come on back up. And when you get back up, you're going to bend that front knee, and we're going to come back into warrior 2, holding baby. Sit here for a few breaths. Okay, go ahead and straighten that front knee. Grab baby, and we're just going to lean forward here. We're going to hold baby here. Pull that belly up and in. And then go ahead and come on back up. Bend that front knee. Do that one more time. And straighten that front knee, grab baby, and we're just going to kind of hinge here and just dangle here for a moment, and then we're going to come back up. And if you want to go ahead and if you can bring baby down nice and easy, bring that back knee down, nice and gentle, and bring baby back down to the mat, gently, very gently and safe. There you go. And then we're going to go ahead and bring that right foot back. We're going to come into high plank here. baby, making eye contact. And we're going to come down to Sphinx again. So we're going to come on down to Sphinx here. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Hello. Hello, lovely. Lovely baby girl. Hello. Are you doing yoga with mommy? Are you babies doing yoga with mom? Kisses and tickles. Sit here in Sphinx for a few breaths. Catch your breath. Mommies are going to get back into their healthy, strong bodies. Mommies need to recover, and this is part of mommy's recovery. So mommies can take care of babies. We got to love our mommies and love ourselves. We're going to go ahead on our inhale and push yourself up to tabletop. And kisses, baby. Kisses to baby. And push yourself back to down dog. So we're just going to stay here for a few breaths. You can look at baby. Maybe pedal your feet out. Walk the dog. Yes, and we're going to do that on the other side. Are you doing yoga with mommy? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. We're going to go ahead and bring our left leg up for a three-legged dog here. And we're going to take about 3 breaths here. You can look at baby or look at the back of the mat. And on our next exhale, we're going to bring that left foot through, bring that up, and we're going to bring that right knee down. And here we are with baby. There's tickle baby, maybe. Baby knows you're there. Baby. Does baby need passy? Baby needs passy? And we're going to put our hands on top of our thigh. Go ahead and roll your shoulders down your back. And we're just going to go ahead and pulse a little bit here. 10 pulses for mommy. Yes. So we're going to work that right hip flexor. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to come down and give baby a touch. And we're going to come into half split. So you want to keep that right hip over the right knee. And you're going to bring that left foot out and flex those toes back towards you. On an inhale, go ahead and lengthen through the spine as you pull your belly up and in. And as you exhale, walk your hands out a little bit. Inhale, lengthen the spine, pull belly up and in. And as you exhale, see if you can't fold forward over that left leg. We're going to go ahead and take about 10 breaths here. And we're going to say, hi, baby. Hi. And mommy loves her babies. Mommies love their babies. Oh, yes, they do. And you're doing yoga with mommy, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're so good. Look at the babies are so good. Look at babies. Look at babies. Say hello, babies. I love you. Oh, we love the babies. We love the babies. We love them. The babies are so good. And now we're going to go ahead and bend our left knee. And we're going to go ahead and come up. So we're going to come up to our warrior 2 on the left. You want that back foot at a 60-degree angle. And that front knee should be at a 90-degree angle. And if you can pick baby up for this one, that's okay. If baby's comfortable, you can just leave baby down on the mat for this one. And we're going to go ahead, if you have baby, you're going to cradle baby in your left arm. And just bring that cradle baby in your right arm. And bring that left arm out nice and long and stretch into warrior 2. Take a few breaths here. Really stretch. sure you got a good hold on, baby. And then we're going to straighten our knee. We're going to grab baby, and we're going to just bend over here for a few dips here. And then on our inhale, let's come back up on an inhale and bring your arm back out, really stretch. Take a few breaths here. Pull that belly up and in. Make sure that your shoulders are in alignment with your hips. Maybe you can look at baby, or you can look at your front middle finger. Go ahead and straighten that front knee, grab baby. Go ahead and just fold over for a few breaths here. And go ahead and bend that knee. We're going to come back up to warrior 2. And straighten the knee, hold baby. Hinge forward. We're just going to bend over here. Pull that belly up and in. And come on back up. Bend that knee. Here we go. Last warrior 2 here. We'll sit in this one for a moment here. And we're going to straighten our knees. And if you want to go ahead, you can gently bring baby down to the mat here. Place baby on the mat. And we're going to bring our back knee down to the mat. And our hands are going to come up. We're going to come up here to tabletop. And we're going to do hip circles the other way. So let's go start with the left. We'll do 5 hip circles to the left and 5 hip circles to the right. Yeah, always give baby, talk to baby. Go ahead, talk to baby. Baby, make eye contact so baby knows baby's part of the yoga too. Because pretty soon, when you come to my yoga class, your baby's going to be doing yoga too. And then go ahead and roll around the other way 5 times when you're done. Yeah, we'll do happy days for sure. We want all the babies to be happy. Once you're done with your hip, we'll meet back here on tabletop. And we'll do some more cat-cow. So remember, the cow, you drop your belly, lift your chin, and move, baby, move. Like you're moving. And exhale. Round your spine, pull your belly up and in. Tuck your chin and pelvis for meow. Inhale. Move, baby. Exhale. Meow. Inhale. Move. Exhale. Meow. We're going to do 2 more. Inhale. Move, baby. Exhale. Inhale. Move. Exhale. Meow. And we're going to come back down to our Sphinx pose here. And press those feet down into the mat. Baby's underneath you. Make sure your shoulders are in alignment with your elbows. And pull that belly up and in. And if you really want to get a good workout with this one, press those tops of the feet down as much as you can and lift your lower legs up off the mat here. Take a few breaths here and speak. And our next inhale, babies, we're going to kiss our baby, and we're going to come up to tabletop, and we're going to push ourselves back to downward facing dog. So make sure you're kissing baby, kick baby, talk to baby. We're going to push our hips back, and if you always need to take a break, you need to take a break here, and you need to do any nursing or any bottles or whatever baby needs, change the diaper, you take that. And always, you can meet us back where we're at. So we're going to take about 10 breaths here. We really want to lengthen our spine. So remember, your heels don't have to come to the mat. You can really bend your knees and lift those hips nice and high, but make sure you're pulling your belly up and in here. And maybe walk the dog out. That always feels good. On our next inhale, if we can bring our right leg up high, and exhale, we're going to bring that right leg through again, and we're going to bring that left foot behind us. We're going to come up to warrior two, and baby is on the mat. You can make contact with baby, eye contact. You're going to go ahead and straighten your front knee, and we're just going to hinge forward here, and we're going to come into triangle on the right. So your right hand on your right shin and your left arm to the sky. And there's baby. Just make eye contact and talk to baby. And go ahead and bend that front knee. You're going to bring your hands down, bring your foot, into baby. Bring that back toes facing the front and back. We're just going to pop up a little bit here. Straighten that front knee. And make sure you're paying attention to baby. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to fold over that front knee for pyramid pose on the right. 5 breaths here. And we're going to go ahead on our next exhale. We're going to bring that back knee back down. And this time we're going to go ahead and do some side stretches. So make sure you're paying attention to baby. Baby making eye contact. We're going to go ahead and we're going to bring our right arm up and we're going to stretch over. Bring that left hand, the fingers to the mat. And we're just going to stretch that right side here. Bring that hand back down, that arm back to your side. And then we're going to bring our left arm up high. And you can bring those right fingers down to the mat or the ground. And reach up and make sure you're paying attention to baby. You need to bring your hand down and tickle baby. Or give baby the binky. Or a bottle. And bring that hand back down. And we're going to go ahead, we're going to come back to tabletop. And we're going to come back into downward facing dog. We're going to take a few breaths here. We're going to do that on the other side before we start some groundwork on our backs here. So take 3 breaths. On an inhale, bring that left foot high. And on your exhale, make sure you're looking at baby, talking to baby, smiling to baby. We're going to bring that right foot at a 60-degree angle behind us. And we're going to come on up here, tickle baby, talk to baby, and bring yourself up here to warrior two. On your exhale, we're going to straighten our front knee. And on an inhale, we're going to hinge at our hips, bring our left palm to our left shin, and our right arm to the sky. And just make sure you're making eye contact with baby here for 5 breaths. Talk to baby. Smile at baby. Tell baby all about what we're doing. Doing triangle over here on the left. Stretching mommy out. And when you're on your next exhale, we're going to frame our foot here, maybe touch baby when you come down, and we're going to bring those back toes to face the front of the mat. We're going to step up here at the pyramid on the left. So we're going to take an inhale, and as we exhale, just fold forward over that left leg, and look at that beautiful baby, and talk to baby, smile, touch baby. And then we're going to bend our knees and bring that back knee down and bring the front knee up to match the back knee. We're going to be in tabletop here. We're going to do some more cat-cow. So we're going to move as we inhale, meow. As we exhale, move and meow. Another move for baby. And meow. Pull that belly up and in. And then come to tabletop. And we're just going to go ahead and come to sit on our sit bones with baby in front of us on the mat. And if you'd like to, you can go ahead and bring baby on your legs or just between your legs, and we're going to come into a little bit of a caterpillar pose here. Or if we're in Shavasana, that's fine too. Shavasana is always a good pose. So we're going to inhale. Baby and mommy are in Shavasana on the mat. Bring your hands high. And as you exhale, pull that belly up and in. And just see how far you can hinge forward. This is such a wonderful pose for the back of our body, for the musculature, the ligaments, the tendons, and all the connective tissue that holds the back of our body together. So from the bottoms of our feet all the way up the backs of our legs and our backs, our spine, and up to the base of our skull. That's what this pose works on. We'll take about 8 more breaths here. And talk to baby if you have baby between your feet on the mat, or if your feet are together and baby's laying on your legs. You can try to even get down there to give baby a kiss. Easily come on back out here, and then we're going to come to lie on our backs, and we're going to come into bridge. So if baby can be on your belly, or you can have baby between your feet, if you are stable and strong enough to have baby on your belly to do bridge, you can bring your heels, your feet hip width distance, and your fingers touch the backs of your heels. So if you want to hold baby on your belly, and you can come up to bridge, you're going to lift your hips up, and you can stay up here for 10 breaths. If you can get a bit more uplift here. You know, if you have a pillow or a blanket next to you, and you're not stable enough, and maybe have baby on the pillow or the blanket next to you. This is so good for your pelvic muscles and your pelvic floor, and you need to strengthen that again after giving birth. And then we're just going to do about 5 pulses here. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to roll down nice and easy. So while we're on our backs, we're going to do some reclining butterfly here. So you can go ahead and bring your feet to touch. And baby's on you. We're just going to let our groin get a nice stretch here. And then tap to baby. This is a good time for baby to get a little tummy time. So you can have baby on when you're doing bridge on their tummy, and when you're reclining butterfly here. Put baby on belly for tummy time. Baby doesn't like tummy time, but baby needs that to strengthen their neck muscles and their belly, especially their neck muscles. You need them to have nice, strong neck muscles. So baby's getting a workout too now when they're doing their tummy time while you're doing your reclining butterfly. Just say, I love you, baby. Look at baby. Baby's doing yoga with mommy. Baby's getting a tummy workout here. And then we're going to go ahead and bring our knees together. And if you feel safe here, we're going to come into happy baby. So you can bring your legs and knees out wide here. Take your peace fingers, grab your big toes, or the inner arches of your feet here. Or you can just stay in reclining butterfly depending on where baby is. If baby's on your belly, or if baby's on a pillow or blanket next to you, or if baby's at the bottom of the mat still, maybe taking a nap. And then if you can bring your knees back together, baby is with you. Yeah, you can lay baby sideways on you. And then we're going to bring our feet up high here for the waterfall. We're just do about 10 deep breaths here in waterfall. Waterfall is so good for the muscles in your legs because we use these muscles. We're constantly walking around on these muscles all day long. And this drains out all the toxins that build up in the muscles. This is good to do at home. You can do this legs up the wall. You can do this for as long as 10 minutes. This is a good way to relax. It's a good way to reduce anxiety. And moms, you need to do this for 10 minutes a day because you need to reduce the stress of being a mom. We're going to go ahead and we're going to roll ourselves up here. And we're going to go ahead and come to our mat. And we're going to do one more side stretch on the left. So we're going to go ahead and bring our feet back. We're going to come into down dog. We're going to bring our left foot high. And we're going to come up and step through and bring that right knee down. We're going to do our side stretches on the left. Missed the left side, so I wanted to get the side stretches on the left. So you can bring your left fingertips to the mat and your right hand high. And we're just going to stretch here, stretch that side. Bring that right hand down to the mat. Fingers down to the mat, and the left hand comes up high. Side stretch here. Pull that belly up and in. Bring your hands back down to the mat here. And then we can come back to tabletop, and we're going to go ahead and take a seat here. And we're going to go ahead and come back to our backs, roll down onto your back again. And baby can be on your belly or on the back or wherever baby's most comfortable and you feel safe with baby. We're going to bring our arms out and we're going to do reclining twist here so baby can be sideways on your belly or next to you on the mat or the ground. And just let your knees stack. Just fall gently over to the right. Your head can look in the opposite direction. Your head can look straight up or it can look over in the direction of your knees. Just get that left shoulder as close to the ground as possible. And feel this stretch. We're giving our lower back some love here. And we're going to go ahead and bring our knees back. The baby's with us. Just keep those knees stacked. And just let those knees gently fall over to the left side. And maybe that left hand comes on the outside of your right knee. Just try to get that right shoulder as close to the ground as possible. Feel that breath expand the lower back there as you breathe in. We're going to go ahead and come on back to center, grab our knees, the baby's on our belly. We don't want to bring our knees all the way into us. And we're going to just go ahead, and bring our legs out long on the mat. Baby's getting some tummy time here. And let's come on into Shavasana with baby. So you can hold on to baby. Baby's getting their yoga workout now with their tummy time. Babies are getting their yoga workout in a row. If baby's had enough of tummy time, we can go ahead and bring our knees to the mat here. And you can rock and roll your way up if you want, or you can come to your side, whatever's safest for baby. And just give yourself gratitude for showing up on the mat today. You should be very proud of yourself for trying to take care of yourself when you're taking care of baby now. And always remember, when you come to the mat, no perfection and no expectations. You come to the mat just to do what you can and to feel your best. I hope that you enjoyed this practice, and I will be doing another live yoga class here tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., a basics power class. Thank you all so much, and may you have love and may you have peace. I wish you all health, happiness, and prosperity. And namaste. Don't forget to click like